Hello friends, welcome back to Restart UPSC. Now let's start with the 41st question. Which of the following have coral reefs? See friends, we know coral reefs grow in the brackish waters. That means not too saline and not too fresh. Okay, and also they grow in almost in the warm areas. Like it need just 25 to 30 degrees centigrade, and in the shallow waters. Right? As I said, coral reefs they grow in brackish waters. But see here, Sundarbans, this is the delta formed because of Ganga and Brahmaputra. And here, there is a lot of fresh water mixing into the Bay of Bengal. That means here, definitely, coral reefs will not be there. See here. So, you can remove these options, right? And now, yes, coral reefs are present in Andaman and Nicobar, Gulf of Kutch, and Gulf of Mannar. See, if this is India, okay, here almost from here, Ganga and Brahmaputra will be there in the Sundarban region. And from here, there are many rivers flowing into Bay of Bengal. And there are even larger rivers like Godavari, Krishna, right? So almost in this area, we, we will not find coral reefs. And yes, in this side, here we find the coral reefs. Up to here, Gulf of Mannar. This is Gulf of Mannar. Okay. So in the western side, we find coral reefs. Okay. You please remember this. Right. So answer is 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now let's go to the 42nd question. In India, problem of soil erosion is associated with, with which of the following? See here, terrace cultivation, it reduces soil erosion, right? So one can't be the answer. See, very simple. Answer is two. So this is how elimination works. First, we should have the basic knowledge about this. Then you see the options. But now somehow now the elimination somewhat has reduced because UPSC is asking pairs questions, right? In this way, elimination to some extent is reduced, but still UPSC has asked such questions in 2024 and 2025 as well. So elimination do work when you have the sufficient basic knowledge, right? See here, terrace cultivation is not there. Deforestation, yes, this is the main reason of soil erosion, where trees first used to stop the soil runoff. Now, because there is no trees to create a hurdle in the process of soil erosion, it is getting eroded. Soil is getting eroded. Now coming to tropical climate. See, soil erosion is that it does not depend on any climate, right? Means all the climates equally have their uh, contribution in the soil erosion. See, when we comes to we all seen it in the deposition and erosional landforms. Even glaciers also erode erode the soil, right? We have seen. So climate has its role. Maybe tropical climate it aggravates the situation because of soil runoff and heavy rains, right? But main problem is deforestation. Yes, climate has its role, but all sort of climates also equally contribute to the soil erosion. So this can't be the answer. Answer is two only, right? Yes, there is some sort of vagueness in this. So UPSC didn't want that vagueness in the options. That's why it has simply put all ones in three other options and directly do in one option. Okay, doesn't don't think much about the climate, but yes, deforestation is the cause of soil erosion. And see, terrace cultivation is the form where we can use it to reduce the soil erosion. Right? Now, what are the learnings from this? We should make notes on soil conservation. We already made it, and it is already posted in the Telegram. Please look. Okay. Uh, please check in the Telegram as well. I'll also repost it with the this question number as well. Okay. Now, yes, from here, coral reefs. So we need to read about coral reefs, right? And recently, there are many initiatives, and coral reefs mostly they are distributed. Almost most of the coral reefs, 60% to 50% of coral reefs, they are in Australia, Indonesia, and Philippines. Okay. we'll make sufficient notes about coral reefs. Okay, I'll do share this in Telegram as well. And also regarding coral reefs, there are sufficient sources with us, like our class notes is there, PMFIs, and whichever book you are following. Definitely, they would have comprehensively covered the coral reefs. But you please read it from there also. Anything apart from that, I'll definitely uh, share those in the Telegram channel. Okay, let's stick to the one source, and whichever things are not there in that source, we'll definitely try to make notes out of it. Okay, that would be very much better. Why? Because see, following too many resources will also become fatal to us in this examination. Because the main thing in this examination is we should recall that subject. Okay, when we repeatedly prepare from single source, we'll develop a mind memory, right? All those information will be mapped in our brain, so we'll definitely recall it very faster, right? So sticking to our sources is very much important, and then we'll try to make our own notes. The notes which I'm sharing in the Telegram also, you try to incorporate those things in your notes as well, right? Because the notes which I have written, it will help me more than you, right? You may have read it, you may try to remember it, but it was made by myself with my own handwriting, no? So it helps me more. So I request you that you also make your own notes, or else you copy the notes which I am providing in the Telegram into your own notes. Okay, it will help. Now, coming to 43rd question. The seasonal reversal of winds is the typical characteristics of. This is very simple question, friends. This point is present everywhere, even in our 10th class. In the school days also we have read it, right? It is there in basic NCERT as well. No, answer is C. But see, we have to read all about these climates. UPSC in 2024 also, UPSC has asked questions on this climates, right? Biomes, right? All these questions will be very much repeating. So we'll make notes on these climatic conditions as well, right? Coming to 44th question. With reference to the cultural history of India, the term Panchayatan refers to. This is also a term-based question from the history NCERTs, right? It is a style of temple construction. This is straightforward question, friends. There is nothing much to discuss. Main thing is, as we discussed in the previous video, we need to study terms PDF, which is provided by Shivin sir in his website. You can go and you can check. I won't share because it is a copyright issue. Maybe sir has put in the free resources only, but it is not good to share uh, that PDF in Telegram channel. You please visit the website and you download it from there. Right, and also we'll make notes of the terms in the NCERT. Okay, I'll make the list of those terms as well. Already Shivan sir has made. If anything is missing, I'll incorporate those words separately and I'll share in the Telegram channel. Right. Now, coming to 45th question. Consider the following rivers. Which one of the above flows or flow through Arunachal Pradesh? Okay. See friends, I'll draw a diagram here. See, if this is northeast, this is Brahmaputra river. Now see, Barak starts from here and it finishes here. And this is Arunachal Pradesh, right? So one is not there. Answer is 2 and 3. And Lohit is here and Shubhansari comes from here. Okay, these two rivers, they flow through Arunachal Pradesh. But Barak does not flow through Arunachal Pradesh. It flows through Manipur, Nagaland, and Mizoram. Right? Answer is 2 and 3. So what are the learnings? We should make comprehensive notes on the rivers, all the perennial rivers, peninsular rivers, and west flowing rivers as well. Right? I'll definitely make notes out of it and I'll draw the diagrams also neatly. Okay, the river diagrams, all those things I'll share in the Telegram. It takes sufficient time, but please give me. I'll definitely share in the Telegram. Okay, because I have to make notes for myself also now. So whichever things I am making for myself, I'll definitely share for you. Okay, that's it, friends. Now coming to 46th question. Consider the following words: wetlands, confluence of rivers. Okay, see here, Kolleru Lake. It is between KG Basin. Okay, between Krishna and Godavari. He's telling confluence of Musi and Krishna. This Kolleru Lake is asked many times in UPSC, friends. In 2023 also, there is a question on Kolleru Lake. Uh, what I remember, right? See, this is wrong. It is between Krishna and Godavari, not on Krishna or not on Godavari. So see that these two are wrong. Answer is simply one. Okay. See here, Keoladiya Ghana National Park. It is in Rajasthan. Right. The only river which is flowing to Rajasthan we know is Luni. Right. So even this is also wrong. If you know about Kolleru Lake, you got the answer. And Harike, yes, it is on Yash and Sutlej. Harike, it is in Punjab. Okay, I think Harike, yes, Punjab only. Maybe it is in Haryana also. I don't know correctly. Okay, but the answer is A only. Right? Now, what are the things we need to do? See here, let's do keyword analysis. Here the wetlands are there, so definitely we should make notes on wetlands. And also, Harike is asked, so we should focus more on Harike as well. Right? Now, QLRDL Ghana National Park, we have already seen the question on Montreux's record of Ramsar. This was there. QLRDL Ghana National Park is the part of Montreux's record, and also other lake, Loktak Lake. Presently, there are two entries in the Montreux's record from India. Right? So this national park becomes important. And now see Kolleru Lake. So lakes also become very important. Right? So we'll make notes on all these things. And also see here, there are rivers as well. Pias, Satluj, right? Here also Banas, Chambal, Musi, Krishna. So these rivers are important and these things are important. Sorry, I made messy here. Okay, please try to note all these points and try to make notes on it. Okay, I'll definitely share my own notes also, but I'm just trying to tell what are the important things and what are the potential things which are going to come in the next paper. We'll see. This is 2014 now. Definitely, there will be some questions regarding these things, or these things will be repeated again in 2015 or 2016, 2017. And as on today also, in 2023, 2024, 2025 paper also, these things are getting repeated. Right? They are much relevant now also. Now, coming to 47 question. Which one of the following pairs does not form part of 6 systems of Indian philosophy? Okay. This is a factual question, friends. If we know, we know, or else we have to leave this question. Okay. There is nothing much you can do. Answer is Lokayatana and Kapalika. I'll tell you why. See, this Indian philosophy, somehow or the other, they try to give a philosophy where it is either linking to spirituality, okay, or a soul or any god. Okay, they may not talk of God directly. Sometimes they may differ with Vedas, all these things. But keeping all these things aside, Lokayata is such a philosophy that it totally depends on materialism. Okay, there can be many things about Lokayatna, but just for the exam sake, I'm telling, maybe it is not totally materialism. There is some underlying philosophy in it. I'm not expert in that, but I'm just telling you that even if you don't know the question also, some or the other way, we can get to the answer, right? So Lokayatna is a completely different philosophy from all these things. Okay, there is nothing much Lokayatna speaks. There is no God, no all these things. You are just in this world. You just enjoy. You just do what you want to do, and you just leave this world. That's so definitely this will be a different from the 6 systems of philosophy. So in this way also you can tackle this question, but this is a factual question. You can do nothing about it. Now, what are the learnings from here? You should definitely make notes on all these things, right? And also he has said 6 systems of Indian philosophy, right? So here there can be either 4 or 5. So we need to make notes on all the six systems. And also, apart from this, he's selling Indian philosophy also. In Nitin Singhania book, okay, there is dedicated chapter on this. So we need to study that chapter very well. Even Buddhism, Jainism also very important when coming to Indian philosophy, right? So let's go to the next question, friends. Consider the following place, hills and region, right? See, Cardamom Hills. These hills are in the border of Kerala and Tamil Nadu. See, if this is India, Cardamom Hills, let's see. Please tell me, Coromandel Coast. This is Coromandel Coast. So yes, one is wrong. Remove this. No. Kaimuri Hills, Konkan Coast. This is Konkan Coast. Right? Kaimuri Hills are extension of Vindhyas into the Uttar Pradesh area. Right? So even 2 is also wrong. See, if you remove these two, you are getting to the answer. Yes, Madhava Hills is part of Central India and Mikri Hills is part of Northeast India. Okay, I'll share one map of all the hills in the Telegram channel. You try to download it. It is very much helpful. I found in the textbook app only. Okay, I'm telling it directly to you. It is not made by me or it is not. I didn't find in any Google. Since I've before making this video, I'm solving all those PYQS students. I've solved many times, but even if I'm solving now also, I'm making mistakes. Okay, that is the case with us. We think that we have done PYQs, but we don't really study it very properly. Even now also, if we see these questions, we are making mistakes. I'm making mistakes. Uh, I should not generalize it. I'm making mistakes. Okay, I'm just trying. I'm just reading it again. I'm going through all these things again, and then making these videos. Okay, so it is there in Telegram textbook in a tab. He has given the map. I'll share those things also. Okay, so yes, this is the friends, and see here we need to make notes on all these hills. Some basic hills like what is the highest peak here. Okay, and states and if anything associated with this, any tribes, mostly there are tribes associated with the hills, right? And see here, Coromandel Coast, Konkan Coast, right? This this things are we know about Konkan Coast and Coromandel Coast, but if anything which is very important, we'll try to note those points. Okay. Now, coming to 49th question. Which one of the following schedules of the Constitution of India contains provision related to anti-defection? Very simple question, friends. Answer is 10th schedule, right? Nothing much to talk about it. But see, from the options he's giving 10th schedule, 5th schedule, 8th schedule, right? So that means we need to read the chapters on schedules, right? We know tiers of old PM, right? And also we should make notes on each and every schedule. Why? Because see here in 2024 also there was question on languages 8th schedule. I made mistake in the exam. It was very clear, very easy question. Lack of revision. I couldn't able to differentiate between Manipuri and Maithili, and I put wrong option. So definitely are very important. We know there will be question on schedules, but since we think that we know everything and we have read many times, we don't properly revise and we lose marks. Okay, this is my from my experience. I'm telling definitely please make note of all the important topics and try to read it multiple times. Okay, I am doing it now because I failed all these 5 attempts and I can't afford other one more attempt to fail. Right. So yes, we will read the schedules uh, topic from Lakshmikant. Okay, and see friends, IAS PCS Pathashala Rahul sir is there, no? Sir has made a beautiful video on schedules. I'll share in the description also. Please check in the description. That video is more than enough. Okay, you can watch this video. Sir has comprehensively explained all the schedules. Okay, now coming to 50th question. The most important strategy for the conservation of biodiversity, together with the traditional human life, is the establishment of. This is clear definition of biosphere resistance. This is part of man and biosphere reserves. This is the main objective of managed biosphere reserves. And from here only India has taken inspiration and we started following biosphere reserves. There are 18 biosphere reserves. Okay. We need to make notes on it. Right. We know even if you Google it also, you will find the map of all the 18 biosphere reserves in one place. I've already shared that map in my Telegram channel also. I made it on my own. I'll share you. And also, we need to make comprehensive notes on each and every biosphere reserve. Right? And also here, botanical gardens, national parks, wildlife sanctuaries. These are very generic terms. We know botanical gardens is part of in situ conservation. At UPSC has also asked on in situ conservation as well. It will be giving few options and it will tell which of the following is in situ or ex situ. Do you think that we know these things? But here also we'll make mistakes. There are, I think, mostly we do mistakes where we think that we know everything. Mostly it happens with me with polity. I think polity is my strongest subject, but I do mistakes in polity only. I I feel economy is my weaker subject. When there are 10 questions, I'll attempt only 5 to 6, and those questions will fetch me marks. Mostly they won't go wrong because if I know only, I'll try to attempt. If not, I'll just leave them. So whichever subjects are very much easy for us or we feel they are my strengths, they are also our weaknesses. Why? Because we feel that we know everything, we don't read them much, we give importance to other subjects and we lose marks there. Okay, so let's try to revise our strengths and also reduce our weaknesses, and these are few fundamental and basic things we should try to remember, try to revise each and every time. Okay, now coming to the first question. Turkey is located between. This is also a very simple question, friends. This is a map-based question. See here, Turkey is between Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea. I'll try to draw a diagram. See, this is, if you think this is Black Sea, okay, Turkey is like this, somewhat, and here again Mediterranean Sea will come, and here it is the Aegean Sea, and somewhat here it is Sea of Azov. Okay, try to look in the map, and I know this diagram is very much worst. Okay, but it is also, this is also a direct question. Even Turkey is now also relevant because Turkey has helped Pakistan with the drones. Okay, and there was earthquake in Turkey, and India has helped the Turkey with Operation Those, right? And of course, Turkey is not has not shown gratitude towards that, but India will not think about it. India is a good country with principles. We already we don't keep all these things in mind. We forget all these negative things very easily. But now I think the era has changed. We are always remembering, but when in the crisis times, India will definitely help any enemy as well, right? So even though Turkey is not directed towards us, we will definitely help Turkey whenever the adversaries come to it. I think by God's grace, it should not happen to Turkey again, right? So Turkey is also very much important in the present context as well, right? Now, coming to 52nd question. What is the correct sequence of occurrence of which following cities in Southeast Asia as one proceeds from south to north? So I think this is the toughest question, I think, friends. So definitely, if we know, then only we should attempt this question, right? But there is one small trick I could tell, because if we have seen the map of Asia, like it's like this, so please bear with the drawing, right? It is some Indonesia like thing. Sorry, this is also like Indonesia. Okay, like here it is Philippines, right? Now see, here somewhere Jakarta will be there. Okay, because this is the Indonesia, so it is the southernmost point, right? And here it is Singapore. Okay, if you think this is Myanmar, okay, beside Myanmar only Thailand is there, so definitely this can be Bangkok. So see here, he's telling from south to north. In exam, we sometimes we read it, but we oversee it. We feel from north to south, but we should definitely recheck it each and every time. Okay, I'm telling all these things, friends, because I've made many mistakes in my 5 attempts. That's why it is coming from inside my heart. I'm not telling it deliberately. I don't want to make this video lengthy, but I'm just sharing my views. Okay, please don't think I'm telling unnecessary things in between the questions. Okay, so see here, friends. So Jakarta will be southernmost point. So see, three should be the first thing, which should be in the options. So remove four, right? So we are left with B and C. Now next is after Jakarta, Singapore should be there. Okay, see, there is Singapore, fourth option, 3, 4. Right? So this is also gone. Answer is 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, and see, Hanoi is in Vietnam. Okay, Hanoi is in Vietnam. Where is Vietnam? Vietnam is like this. But Hanoi can be anywhere. So I'm just speaking about Indonesia and Singapore. Okay, answer is C. See, these type of questions UPSC deliberately puts in the exam so that it we people should feel that paper is tough. Okay, this 1, 2 questions, they don't create any difference in the paper. Why? Because if we leave 10 questions also, there are 90 more questions left for us. Even if we make 50 to 55 questions correct, and if we leave few 10 questions, and if we reduce the negative marks, then definitely we'll be scoring more than 100 marks. Okay, so this type of question should not come in between us. Okay, we should not take it closer to our heart. I've done it many times. This fear was mainly I've lost this exam because of my fear only. I've wrote many exams. I've qualified many exams, but I didn't qualify UPSC because I fear UPSC very much. Okay, so don't get feared. Don't get scared about by seeing this type of questions. You just leave them. There are many questions which you can solve correctly. Even if you solve 60 to 70 questions also, if you are putting 50 to 55 questions correct, we'll definitely cross the cutoff. Now, coming to 53rd question. The scientific view is that the increase in global temperature should not exceed 2 degrees centigrade above pre-industrial level. If the global temperature increases beyond 3 degrees centigrade above the pre-industrial level, what can be the possible impacts on the world? Okay. It is asking if the global warming is increasing, what are its impacts? The terrestrial biosphere tends towards a net carbon source. Yes, for sure. Because of increasing the global warming, temperature increases, and see, the oceans are the greatest carbon sink. Okay, because of this global warming, okay, it cannot trap the carbon dioxide, and after that, what happens? No, because of the increase in temperature, it starts releasing carbon dioxide. Okay, now because it was a carbon sink, because of global warming, the increase in the global temperatures, now it has become carbon source. Yes, this is correct statement. Widespread coral mortality will occur. Yes, because coral reefs, they can't withstand more temperatures, right? And also, see, if temperatures are increasing, coral reefs, they survive in brackish waters. But because of the higher temperatures, water gets evaporated, right? So freshwater will not be there. More salinity will be adding, and because of that also, coral reefs will die. Right? Even second statement is correct. Now see, all the global wetlands will permanently disappear. Permanently disappear. See, this statement is somewhat extreme. There can be few wetlands where it can survive because this is average increase in the global temperatures. There can be places where the temperatures are are still present where wetlands can survive. So this statement is wrong. No, cultivation of cereals will not be possible anywhere in the world. Anywhere, not possible. See how extreme these statements are, right? See, if temperatures are increasing, earlier there can be places where it is covered with snow. Now the snow will be removed. so that will be exposed uh, to the world. There we can try to cultivate plants, right? So even that also is an opportunity. Global warming, it's not an opportunity, but we can grow something over that in the virgin lands, right? So fourth statement is also wrong. Answer is 192, right? So friends, we need to make notes on. See, we already seen coral question in the previously only. So definitely on corals, right? And global warming, climate change, and what are the other protocols which are dealing with the climate change and global warming, like Kyoto Protocol, right? COP summits, okay? All the relevant things, your summit. There are many conventions. So all these things we should read. All these things will be in our environment source topics. So definitely we should read the climate change topic in our environment source. Either you follow Shankar IAS or PMF IAS, will read from that source only. Right? Now, coming to 54th question. The national motto of India, Satyameva Jayate, inscribed below, the emblem of India is taken from. This is also a direct question, friends. It is from NCERT. Answer is Mundaka Upanishad. Okay. There is one more Upanishad, friends. Mandukya Upanishad. I have seen one test series which it has given Mandukya Upanishad in the option A. You feel that okay? We have seen Mundaka and M here. I have marked this Mandukya and Mundaka was in third or fourth option. Okay. Please remember this as well. Okay. It is not Mandukya, it is Mundaka Upanishad. This there is also, I'm just telling for our sake only, friends. Maybe UPSC this time, if it is asked, it can make option Mandukya as an option also, right? So I just wanted to share my experience with you. Okay, even Mandukya Upanishad is there, and there are possibilities that this option, this Mandukya Upanishad can be an option also. It was there in one test series. I have written it and I have made mistake. That's why I'm telling you. Okay, so answer is here D, and we should learn. We should make notes on all these Upanishads because it has asked. There can be some significant things, okay, related to these Upanishads. So we'll write at least 2-3 lines about it. Okay. Now, coming to 55th question. In the Constitution of India, promotion of international peace and security is included in sections. These words we see in Article 51. And Article 51 is part of DPSPs. This is also basic question, friends. Nothing much to talk about this. But see, we need to learn, we need to read preamble, DPSPs, fundamental duties, okay, schedules we have already seen, and fundamental rights laws. Okay, these things are very important. Very important. I did not say whoever are preparing for UPSC, they know how important these are. So we'll revise these topics from our Lakshmikant chapters. Okay. Coming to 56th question. What are the benefits of implementing integrated watershed development program? See, watershed development program is where we'll not build larger dams. We'll just build small check dams. Okay. It just regulates the flow. It does not stop it. Water gets regulated. The flow gets regulated. Some water will be stored and the excess water will be flowing. Okay. Please remember this basic. Okay. It will be helpful in the solving this question also. That's why I said it before itself. See, prevents soil runoff. Yes, it prevents soil runoff because it regulates the flow. It reduces the speed of the water. Right? Now, linking the country's perennial rivers with seasonal rivers. See, I've said this statement well because we are building just small check dams. Not we are not interlinking any rivers. Interlinking of rivers needs a larger infrastructures. Like I'm from Telangana. In Telangana, there is a project called Kaleshwaram. Okay. In this is not a river interlinkage project, but where the excess water which is flowing, the Telangana government has made efforts that Kaleshwaram project where the water is getting pumped back to the water less areas through the channels. Okay. So this is one thing. And also Patisima project from AP. It is also interlinking of river project only, but they need larger infrastructures. In Kaleshwaram, there are big machines. Okay, they have to pump water from lower uh, lower gravity to higher gravity. So pump houses are needed. In Pattisima also, there are few dams they are linking. Even now, Polavaram Dam is also getting linked to. It is being part of river linkage project between Krishna and Godavari, right? So this integrated watershed management, it only deals with the small check dams, but not the interlinking of perennial rivers. Okay, so see here, second statement is wrong. You got the answer. 1, 3, and 4. Okay, please remember this. Okay, integrated watershed program. It focuses on creating smaller check dams to regulate the flow of water. That's okay. Now see here. Third statement, rainwater harvesting and recharge of groundwater table. Yes, when the water is staying at a particular place, the water seepage also will be more to the ground. No, regeneration of natural vegetation. Yes, for sure, because see, earlier rivers was running off with the higher speeds, right? Now water will be stored in such a way that it does not disrupt the flow of the water, and also it helps the ecosystem as well. In that way, natural vegetation is also getting benefited. So yes, answer is 1, 3, and now, what we have to read, see here, distilling, soil runoff. So we need to make notes on soil erosion, soil conservation as well. Now, see here, rivers also, again rivers are coming. Rivers are very important. We'll make notes on it. I'll share in the telegram. Now see what rainwater harvesting programs. So we need to focus on other programs as well. Here we are conserving water. What are the programs which are focusing on water management programs, right? All these things we need to, okay, okay. So that's it, friends. Now let's go to the 57th question. Which of the following are associated with the planning in India? Okay. See here. We know Finance Commission, right? It is constituted for every 5 years by the President. Finance Commission is part of Article 280. Now see, Finance Commission only deals with the distribution of uh, revenues between center and state. Okay, it only recommends the center to share the resources with the states. It does not have anything to do with planning. So if you know this is wrong, seeker one is present in three options. Answer is 2 and okay. You know these type of questions are not being asked, but at least we should know the basic that finance commission only deals with the revenues and sharing of the revenues between center and states. Okay. Yes. Now, NDC, National Development Council, we have read in the previous videos that it is advisory body of planning commission then. Okay. So that means this is part of planning. And also, these are ministries, they are executive bodies. Whichever things they have been planned in the planning commission and NDCs, they'll get approved, and these ministries will be implementing those plans. Right? So these are also not part of the planning process. And yes, Parliament, the entire budget is planning. Right? So answer is 2 and 5. Now, what are the learnings we need to study? Finance Commission. Now NDC is abolished. Okay. And Parliament chapter is very much important. We know how Parliament chapter is important. We have seen many questions on Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, its powers, right? Even money bills procedure. Even 2024 also, there was a question on money bill that it is Article 109 is the special procedure laid on for the money bill. Okay, I didn't know that. I felt 109 it is not related to money bill because Article 110 is a definition. So procedure will be 112 or 111, 113, 114. I thought that, but 109 was procedure and 110 was the definition. I don't know how the constitution was made in that way. I'm not commenting on constitution, but logically I felt that okay, after definition only procedure will be there, no? So that in that way I made that question wrong, but it's okay. Just I'm telling my experiences only, friends. So there are many ways uh, solving the question wrong. Okay, so that's why I just wanted to intimate you that there are many things will be happening with us unknowingly or knowingly. We do make mistakes in the exam, but we need to reduce those things. So my experiences also will help you in reducing the negative marks. Right? Now, coming to 58th question. Which of the following these are the function or functions of cabinet secretariat? Cabinet secretariat. Cabinet secretariat is headed by cabinet secretary. Friends. Now see, preparation of agenda for cabinet meetings. Yes. Secretarial assistance to cabinet committees. Yes. Allocation of financial resources to ministries. No, it is not the part of functions of cabinet secretariat. It is done by Ministry of Finance. Okay, and it is also in precise, it is done by Department of Expenditures. Okay, so this statement is wrong. Answer is 192. Okay, so what are the important things to be learned? We need to make notes on cabinet secretary. Few basic notes. That's enough. Okay, and see cabinet committees is also asked. Okay, so that's it, friends. Now let's go to the 59th question. Consider the following statements. A constitutional government is one. See, what is the constitutional government? Which is limited government. Okay, that means constitutional gives rights to the citizens and state cannot curb those rights. So here, constitution is prioritizing the rights of citizens and it is imposing negative things on the states. Okay, state should not do this. Right? Now see, coming to the first statement. Constitutional government is one which places effective restrictions on individual liberty in the interest of state authority. No, it is imposing restrictions on state authority to give effectiveness to the individual liberty. It is giving rights to the people, constitutional government. So statement 1 is wrong. Now see statement 2. Places effective restriction on the authority of state in the interest of individual liberty. Yes, this is the exact definition of constitutional government, limited government. Okay, statement 2 is wrong. See, when we see at the face of this statement, we feel that even this statement is also right, because in fundamental rights, there are reasonable restrictions on fundamental rights also, right? But those are not giving power to the state authority to curb those fundamental rights. They are just giving a morality to the people that your rights are also important, right? But you as an individual should exercise your rights in such a way that it should not disturb the entire society, because others' rights are also very important. In that way, reasonable restrictions are imposed, but that does not give powers to the state authority. Okay, please remember this, because while I was solving these questions uh, yesterday and day before yesterday, I made this question wrong. I thought that answer is both 1 and 2. That's why I'm trying to explain this thing. Okay, this statement is wrong. Why? Because constitutional government is limited government. It focuses on giving rights to citizens and try to impose restrictions from state authority. Okay, I made this mistake. That's why I'm sharing this to you people. Okay, frankly. Now, this is the last question for this video, friends. Sorry for wasting your time. I just wanted to share my experiences. Okay, now coming to the last question. Which of the following are the discretionary powers given to the governor of state? Okay, governor of state. Sending a report to the President of India for imposing the president's rule. Yes. Appointment of ministers. See, ministers, that means Council of Ministers, and also Chief Minister. Okay. Actually, governor does not have discretion in appointing Chief Minister. Okay. There are few rare cases where at the time of any hung or if the death of the existing CM happens, there are situational discussions only. And it's telling ministers. But see, governor appoints other council of ministers on the recommendations of chief minister. So it is not at all the discretion of governor when it comes to appointing the ministers. So statement 2 is wrong. See here, 2 is there in all the other options. Answer is 1 and 3. Right? Now see third statement. Reserving certain bills passed by state legislature for the consideration of president. Yes, this has been the controversy. Right, friends? Even Supreme Court has given some directives for the governors. Right? We have seen there are many issues happening in the Tamil Nadu. Right? So Supreme Court judgment also becomes very important. This question is still relevant. Maybe this type of question can be asked in the upcoming prelims. Okay. Right. Now coming to the fourth statement, making the rules to conduct the business of state government. Yes, this is given exactly word to word in the constitution as well, and we can find it in the Lakshmikant also. Right? It is it is present in Article 160, I suppose. Sorry, I don't remember the article. I've read it, but I forgot. Sorry, friends. You please check with the article also. Right? Articles are also very important. Sometimes UPSC gives articles, as I said before. Article 109 is asked, right? And in 2024, it has also asked about on the parts of the question. I made it wrong. I felt part 9A, it belongs to panchayats. Sorry, part 9A, it does not. Part 9A is panchayats and part 9B is municipalities. I couldn't remember cooperatives. I don't know why it happened, but I've done mistakes. So even these type of questions also very important. I don't remember the article. I've read it in the morning, but I'm not couldn't able to recollect it. Okay, you please the entire summary is we'll read the chapters on governor, right? See, ministers and council of ministers at the state executive totally, and also see the president rule. So emergency chapter is also very important. And now see, state legislature is also important, right? So all these chapters we need to read from Lakshmikant. We need to revise it again and again. So that's it, friends. Sorry for wasting your time. And if you like the content, please share, subscribe. Please share this channel to your friends and family, and please subscribe to the channel. Please leave your comment. Please leave your feedback. Please like these videos. It will help in engaging the community, to build the community. It will be like a motivation to me also, right? So that's it, friends. Thank you. Let's meet in the next video. Jai Hind.